Alrighty, what is up, everybody? We are back again with another episode. This time, I'm going to be talking about how to practice aiming, how to become a god at aiming, all the fun stuff. So first things first, this is actually let's just talk about this for a second. So aiming, obviously very important. What guns you can aim with. We have shotguns. That's going to be, usually with shotguns you aren't like tracking like this. Instead, you're here and you're like flicking around. I haven't done any warm-ups at all today, so this will be my warm-up, I guess. But then you have, submachine gun is usually you're in a box like this, so it's tracking, but it's very short like this. It's just all in box tracking, and then AR is more like farther away or like tap firing like this. Also, I noticed that I don't have a mic stand right now. I just have my mic sitting like right next to my keyboard, so it's gonna be probably a little bit loud for a bit. I'll try to like gently hit my keys, not hit them too hard. But this map, it looks a lot like Raider's first piece control map, and that's because it's made by Raider, but it's his second one. This one's a little bit more advanced than the last one. I mentioned it in the comments of my last video, because literally as soon as I uploaded my video, he slammed this bad boy out. But this is also great for aiming. I wouldn't do it first, like I'm showing you now, but just give you an idea of the first one. You would try to piece them up like this. Piece it up, and then wherever you finish your edit, you're gonna flick to his head. But this is where if you keep your edits small, you notice I'm keeping my edits and then you go up. So when you take out your shotgun, you want to be already flicking up. I'll do it again slowly. So I go for the edit, and here, and when I take out my shotgun, when I finish the edit, I already want to be like my shotgun's out like right around here, so when I get to his head I can shoot. Now he has a ton of maps. They all do a bunch of different shit, and they're actually really good. I really like this map better than the last one, but it's a little bit more like hardcore clipping stuff. So it's like, you're going for clip for the YouTube channel. That's what more of the editing is like than like actual realistic, but it's still like pretty good. Actually, I've done this one before. As you can see, it is definitely good practice. And make sure when you're practicing aiming, editing, and all that fun stuff, you don't want to be, stressed out or like flexing, not flexing, but like straining yourself. So when you're aiming and editing and building, just make sure you're calm and relaxed, because if you're straining yourself, it's going to be a lot harder to practice. So I'm going to end this clip here and be back with the second map. Alrighty, we are back with Skaavok's aim training map. This one's a little bit of an oldie. It's been around for a bit, but it has still a lot of good practices and stuff. I don't know why I'm getting this background noise like a waterfall. But you would go over here and pick, a shot, like a gun. Obviously, you want to try to do guns that are in the meta. I do like using the infantry rifle though, because it is on hit and it's good for flicks and everything like that. But just for this, you can also use the combat shotgun just because it has a small spread. So it's very good for like making sure your flicks are very like on point. But just for the sake of this, I'm just going to grab probably the lever. Where you at? There you are. So you basically have all these options you can go from. I'm pretty sure this is flicks and stuff. The tile frenzy, that one's pretty simple. It's just the one too close. But so that's just, you're just here and you're literally just going to be flicking like this. Gonna wait for first shot accuracy, and it's important when practicing your aim that the movements from one target to the next is slow. It is one. It doesn't have to be a quick flick, but it just has to be one line. You don't want to be like, boom, or like two flicks like this, because one motion better. So if you notice there, I overshot, which happens, and you just have to slow it down. Another thing to notice is, don't try to be fucking Tifu off the rip and you go for like the fucking crazy stuff. Start slow. Don't be afraid to slow it down. Practice. Popcorn. Let's do skeet. This is similar, but now the targets are moving. It's little zombies. It's like kind of like track. It's click timing basically. So you're tracking and trying to like react to it. Jesus, my aim is horrendous right now. when you're tracking targets, make sure you follow through with your eyes. It's like throwing a baseball. Like if you want the baseball to go somewhere specifically, follow through with your eyes. Same with like, you know, shooting a puck in hockey or, I don't know, throwing a football. I was O-line, so I never really threw much footballs. But just go through all these, see which ones you like. You know, they have some side jump shots, free builds, Mongrel Classic. But the next few maps I'm going to show are just, you know, other versions of Aim and stuff like that. And this is all personal preference. Find a map that you like, find a routine that you like, and stick to it. The idea is that as soon as you hop on Fortnite, you should be practicing, you know, editing, building, aiming, and then you start playing. And then even at the end of it, you can go back and maybe do some creative builds, some pub matches, something fun. Just so, you know, your whole session is, you know, warming up for competitive, playing competitive, and then chilling and having a good time with the boys or the girls. So anyway, I'll be back with the next map and see you guys then. Alrighty, we are back with the third map, technically fourth because Raider's first map was included. As you can see, this kind of has a similar loadout or layout to the last map we saw, but this one is used with FaZe Clan, Mongrel. I know Noah Riley, he uses this map. So this is basically Skaavok's aim training map, but with Novo's help. Novo is like, I don't know if it's a clan or whatever, but they are really to do with aiming with Kovacs and Aimer 7. I'm pretty sure there's a guide released with the next few maps, but I just do like, you just pick whichever one you like. We already know what Tile Frenzies is. Bounce 180. I actually love this one in Kovacs. But this is kind of the idea. You know, zombies are bouncing around. So if this be a spray, yeah. So you spray them. Movements are a little weird, but can I make them one shot? Probably not. But you just pick which ones you like to do. You go through them all, you know, fuck around with them, see which ones you like. I don't even know what some of these are. The Richie Tunes Bouncy Bots. Go to Skeet, see what Skeet is. Oh, it's probably the one we shoot 1 HP. Where's start at? They fire off. You just track and flick to them. So you see, not the best. Definitely should probably have warmed up beforehand, but I guess that's kind of an illusion because if I warm up before I show you guys my aim, then am I really getting better at aiming or showing you guys how to be a god at aiming if I warm up beforehand? It's kind of cheating. But this one's actually kind of really fun. Reset, go back to the lobby. But you pick your guns, go through, you know, practice it. And I'm pretty sure there's routines in the next few one I have. Yeah, I have two. Oh no, the dual map is next, and then I have 2 routines, and then the final, you know, way to get better at aiming Fortnite. So I'll be right back with the next map, and then we'll be good. Alrighty, here is the next aim training map. This is an aim duel. So how it would work is that you get a friend in here. You can matchmake with random people. Pick your guns. You know, pick, you know, how you glide around. Just do, you know, Scar for simplicity. You only pick, let's go sub, and let's do sub. Then you would pick how you want to you want to fight in a 1x2. Oh, this is really cute. You can fight in a 1x2. So it's you against somebody else. So you do need a friend to do it, or do the matchmaking over there. You can fight on top of cones. You can fight while flying. You can do all these different types here. And this is to practice in-game like, movements and stuff. So like how your opponent's going to move and peek and stuff like that. So it really is great in-game practice. And it's like consistent because if you run back through it, you can pick like 10,000 health and literally be just trying to track the guy forever. Very good practice. I recommend. You can matchmake it with somebody. Maybe, should we try matchmaking right now for the video? Fuck it. I'll do 1 round, see if I get shit on. Wow, that was quick. People are actually playing this. I'm gonna be trying to make an aim training routine for myself because I actually really want to get better, like get really better at Fortnite. So make sure my mic isn't on. So the goal is, Jesus, hearing a lot of sounds. I don't know if he's here, but basically, I'm gonna get an editing routine down for myself, a building routine down, and then an aim training routine down. So while this is, I'm showing you guys ways to practice, I'm also, going to be doing these practice in myself. And the plan is that I'm going to be doing, X amount of realistics a day, X amount of box fights, X amount of arena fights, and kind of tracking my score so you guys can watch me, improve and become a better player and whatnot. Because, a lot of people upload these aim practices, aim routines, but they don't even use them themselves. And my goal is to use these, or some of these, because, it is personal preference. I'm just showing you guys the maps. This guy's not even here. I'm just showing you guys the maps. Can I go back to my hub from here? Possible? I don't know if I can, but I'm just trying to show you guys the maps so you can pick from which ones you like, which ones you want to use and incorporate in your own routine. I think I am in my own island right now. So yeah, I will show you guys the next two are routines or aim routine maps from Novos and Aimer 7, who are two like really good aimers in all games really, and we're just going to quickly talk about those, and these are like some routines that you could do and whatnot. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back with Novo's aim agency map. This time it's a routine, so you go do tile frenzy, horizontal, tracking, vertical, 9 targets, and slide. The next code that I'm going to include 2 of these routines. There's going to be another one in the description. I'm just not going to show it because it's about the same thing but with different stuff throughout it. But so let's just go through the tile frenzy one quickly. So remember, we get a similar map to the one we saw earlier, different size targets. That's good. Oh, they changed. That's even better. Obviously with the smaller targets you're gonna have to be a little bit more precise to your flicks. Oh, that one disappeared on me. Fire. Then my guess is you just go through all of these. Yeah, horizontal tracking, I'm guessing. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, that's actually difficult. This is actually pretty fire. So good routine here, and I'll be back with the last tip, and then we'll talk about just some general tips and stuff like that, or general like our last like map tip type thing. But the other routine, there's gonna be 2 of them. The other one's similar. Just go through practice. Remember, slow movements. When you're aiming, don't strain up and like tense up when you're practicing. You're practicing to improve. You're trying to improve. You're not gonna be a god off the rip. Remember that. Alright, so I'll be back with the next tip / map type thing. And yeah, so see you then. Alright, we're back. So the last thing, this is a great way just to constantly practice as real in-game scenarios as you can find without actually being in-game. First off, if you can, you can go to Team Rumble and practice, where's Team Rumble at? Did they take Team Rumble actually out of the game? Oh, wow. Well, I guess you can just go to pubs or whatever, and or any of these like more not competitive game modes, and just practice like casually playing. But a great thing I like to do, I usually do this at the very end of my warm-up. So I do all my warm-up in like 10 to 15 minutes before arena or tournament. I go into creative and I go into creative fill. So you just click the play here with this skin. I don't know what it is, and then it'll load up, and basically, this puts you into like a public lobby. So there's going to be other people here. Usually there's already maps already in. The most common maps are like Tilted Zone Wars, the BHE ones, which you see in the 3v3 goated. My favorite is the VHE 1v1 build fights over there. Ramp. Jesus Christ. Oh, am I... Oh, fire. So you just go into this. You know, here we got TTV, the GOAT, Anonymous, maybe that's Tifu himself. But you just get a bunch of random players. Sometimes you can find players that are like good or better than you. Sometimes, you know, there's some that aren't the best or whatnot. But eventually this will start up and you can just pick your guns. It's usually a little bit of a clusterfuck to find your guns, but you know, pick your guns. I like to grab whatever shotgun I'm practicing. I like having this shot off. I do have it off. Then, you know, practice in movement, practice in aiming. I like to grab chug splashes. It gets really loud, but as you can see, it's literally just like a free-for-all. You can practice your building, practice, you know, your editing, your piece control, all your fun stuff. So let's go up here and see if I can fight this guy. So I can already identify what is that, a pump he has? So he's definitely at an advantage fight-wise because he does have that pump. 200 pumps me with the pump. So not great for the video. Oh, and he's dancing on me. That is fantastic. But kids like to use the pump. It's whatnot. It is what it is. But the idea is that you just practice as real as tracking as you can get. You can practice your editing, your building, all your fun stuff, and obviously find some sweaty people. Where'd this guy go? Beanie. But I haven't warmed up at all, so this is kind of weird because I'm doing this to warm up, which is different. Let me get this guy. Get fuck the goat. You can practice your movement, you can go up against some good players. They won't spray me off the rip. I'll just crank a bit more because I want to kill this guy one more time or die to him. So you can edit. Waiting for the edit here. Dirty tag. Fire. Running. So are we gonna edit on me right away? Oh, and the one pump. Okay. So as you can see, it's a little bit annoying when kids use the pump off the rip. Nonetheless, he's probably been cranking this for a bit, and he's better than me right now. But it is what it is. That will conclude the video. Let me go back to the hub so I'm not getting fucking destroyed with my ears. Maybe I'll include some clips of me shooting that guy afterwards to bring back some of my my pride. No, but I can see that, you know, those two players were pretty good. I wasn't really trying. That's my excuse. And I'm not warmed up. And there's another excuse. Probably on controller too. So there's 3 excuses. But just for a general recap. Practicing, you want to, you know, don't tense up, calm down, you know, deep breaths, just practice to improve. You remember you're not the best player, and that's just, you know, that's just reality. So don't get upset, don't keep practicing and try to like slam in a routine, like slam it out and like force like yourself to practice. If you're not enjoying Fortnite, don't play it. It's simple. Make sure you get a good night's sleep, because, you know, have you ever played Fortnite and afterwards you're just chilling there and like you're like, I'm gonna take a break, so like 2 to 3 days or a day or whatever, and then you come back on Fortnite and you just feel like a fucking god. Like Mongrel himself couldn't do anything against you. You're just literally the best player ever. That's because your brain like remembers the practicing new stuff and is able to like process it. So make sure you're sleeping like, you know, 8 hours. I only sleep for like 6, but you should be sleeping for like 8 hours. You know, get good night's sleep, practice these routines, try to implement them into real games, all that fun stuff, and eventually you'll become a god at aiming. Don't switch your sensitivity 4,000 times, and you should be good to go. Now I'm going to go back in there and sweat on those kids and hopefully grab some clips for the end of the video. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you aren't subscribed, sauce me a sub. If you don't like the content, throw a dislike and let me know. fucking running.